Welcome to my workshop again. So day one with Apollo 13. Made a lot of progress and then not so much progress. So basically I was able to unwire some of the creative wiring that someone did on the back box because none of the flashers worked. So all the flashers are working. That's why I put the LEDs in. I don't have any LEDs for those for the GI, so added the LEDs there. I'm basically putting LEDs in as I go to test out the sockets and inserts because I've had a fair amount of sockets that are bad. This one, someone cut the diode off of it. There's a few others that the diode was bad. I have, I'm trying to remember, I think it's this one. The socket works, but it's snapped, so it's actually loose. I'm going to replace that. And for whatever reason, the number one will not light. It is not the bulb. I changed the diode, checked the wire, so it's got to be the socket, so I need to replace the socket. I've got some of the flashes working on the board. This one was working. I think it's just a bad socket. And the other two are probably bad because this one was bad and this one doesn't work. I had to replace 4 transistors, which drive pretty much all the flashers, because two of them were fried, and I wound up getting the other one. The third one, and then while I was there, I tested the 4th one, and that one wasn't great either. So I figured I might as well just replace them all. So and I was just checking segments to make sure that I didn't have another transistor out. So these are just probably burnt bulbs because that one was burnt in the pop bumper there. So basically the only bulb that doesn't work is number 1. The flashers I'm sure will work. They're probably burnt because they basically fried out the transistor and fried out the bulb. So the only thing that is not working is the magnet. So this is a huge known issue with this game. There's a little magnet board like right under here, underneath the playfield. I rebuilt it, changed the transistor, still wouldn't work. I basically just replaced everything. Replaced the 2 resistors and the 2 diodes and the transistor on the board. And then I plug it in and I blow fuse 21. So that's where I'm at. I replaced on the board here because the magnet board that's over here that drives the magnet ties into the board that's over here, which is completely stupid, but that's the way it is in the schematic. And there's 3 transistors, drive transistors, so I replaced those. Just because I had the board out, I might as well just replace them. That didn't solve it. It's still, when you turn on the game, it blows fuse 21, which is the high voltage coil. So right now, that fuse is good. I have the under the playfield fuse for the magnet out. So the only thing I can think of is that the magnet is shorted. I have not taken that apart you can see there could be a loose wire, because taking that apart is not a trivial task to take all that out. So I wanted to get some other stuff done before that. You know, all the coils are working, all the lights are working except that one, and so now I'm gonna basically start stripping the game. I got a few broken plastics. There's one back there in the corner. One over here is broken. The one under here is broken in the back. You can see it's separated. So nothing that you would see. I fixed the flashers in the ship because there's two flashers inside the ship. The one in the back basically burnt the wires connected to the one in the front, which then the wires came off and shorted one of those transistors. So I rewired these. I have LEDs in it inside right now. I'm gonna I'll put a one white and one. I might do a yellow and a orange, or a yellow and a red when I'm done. But you know, so far, you know, I have the tunnel out because I had to get to this board, so you got to take tunnel out. And since the moon doesn't pick up the ball anyhow, the only time the ball goes underneath is, you know, when the rocket launches. So, but yeah, I'm gonna look for. Let's see if I can get a plastic set. I know no one makes the decals, which kind of sucks because the decals on the ship is, you know, they're all worn and peeling off. So I'm probably gonna repaint that. I'm gonna mask it out and just repaint it. But overall, you know, pretty good progress. You know, took all the boards out and. You know, I put MV RAM in. Took this one I didn't take out. This is actually a new stern board. I didn't take that one out yet. I took this one out, reflowed all the connectors, all the fuse blocks, those 4 transistors, the drive caps. So the one there, and there. I left the filters in. Rebuilt the DMD power, rebuilt the flipper board, and rebuilt the DMD board. So we're good to go on that side. So yeah, I gotta get the magnet working. You know, once I get the magnet working, I'll strip everything. Because I'm not gonna do it and then have to take the whole thing apart again to be able to get to that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a fun game to play. But yeah, the magnet's a big part of the game, so I gotta get this fixed. So thanks for watching.